Hello, listener. My name is Bracey, and I'm here with the Nutty Patriot student newsletter. Today, I will be interviewing
Dr. Richards, principal of Heritage High School.
That is amazing. So, our first question is, how are you doing?
Well, today I'm doing really well. I love when students come and talk to me, stop by and ask questions. So I'm excited about our interview today.
I'm really glad you're excited because it is a pleasure talking with you. So, with it being Black History Month, do you have a Black historical figure that inspires you?
Well, I do have one. Some people may not know who he is, but it's actually my father. I had a great dad growing up, and my dad he played with the Dallas Cowboys for a brief time. Then he was drafted into the military, into the Army. So while he was in the Army, he really focused on track, and he was the second fastest man in the world, right behind Bob Hayes. So my dad has had a track team forever. I've heard all of the stories of him running track, but he just inspires me. He's 84 years old now, still has his track team, still runs with the kids, pick up kids, take them to all different track meets, and he is just like the best dad in the world, but just a great man also. So he inspires me on a daily basis, and I talk to him every day.
That is amazing. Wow, I never knew, that's a lot. Are you, really intimidated whenever it comes to your dad and all the things that he's done?
No, actually, my dad was the person that encouraged me and made me believe I could do anything. He was always super proud of me. He had all kind of accomplishments, won all type of awards, but he always instilled in us that you too can do anything. He and my mom both, they were both that way.
That is good. So out of all the sports he's played, what was your favorite?
I played basketball. My dad ran track. My dad played football. My dad played basketball, but I was a basketball player.
Oh, that's nice. That is super nice. So what are you proudest of implementing at Heritage?
I guess implementing, I would think kind of bringing back that school spirit. When I first got here, there were just some things that like the walls were all white. There was nothing on the walls. So I was just excited about putting up the college flags and making school a fun place to come to and to be.
Yeah, so after doing that, have you seen any sort of good outcomes with it?
I have. I've seen kids be much more engaged in school, happy to come to school. I have kids that want to be the mascot, that want to do things in school. Our academic night last night, our showcase, was excellent, and to see the kids so engaged in the things that they were doing and what they're learning, it just really makes me proud. But just to see the talent here at Heritage, we're a Fine Arts Academy, so going to the recitals and seeing, there was a lady here from Alvin Ailey yesterday doing a master class with our dancers. That was amazing, yes. And just to see the talent that they have and to go to the theatrical shows and the productions, it makes me really proud as a principal.
Yeah, it has to. So was there a defining moment in your life that gave you a passion for education?
So, yes, actually, I remember the day. So, when I was undergraduate, I was in a 5-year program. So, 4 years I did my bachelor's degree where I majored in English, and my 5th year is where I got my master's degree before coming out of college. And in that 5th year is when you actually do your student teaching. Well, I was planning to skip that 5th year of my master's and go into law school. I had been accepted to law school. I was going to go be a lawyer because my dad worked in a law firm. So, that's what I was planning to do. But I was told, you need to go ahead and get your master's before you go to law school because there are a lot of lawyers that are coming back and getting their master's later. So I said, okay, well, I'll do that, and then I'll go off to law school. But as I was doing my student teaching to complete my master's, I absolutely fell in love with education. And my mom always said, you're going to be a teacher the way you played school growing up. I know that's what you're going to do. And I'm so happy that I did because that was the defining moment as I was standing in front of the kids teaching that I said, this is what I have to do because I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I can see because right now you are doing absolutely amazing. Even though it's my first year, you're doing really good. So that's a hands up to you. So have any school fights changed your approach to how you interact with students?
Not how I interact with students because I love all the students and I treat all the students the same. Now, it has changed our focus on hot spots in different areas. We've kind of ramped up. Mr. Miller, our P&I specialist, he does a phenomenal job. My administrators do a phenomenal job. I'm kind of trying to get ahead of fights because typically no one just walks up and starts fighting. It typically starts on social media. There's some kind of beef or drama going on in the school. So really keeping our pulse and our eye on different situations and helping to squash those situations before it gets to an actual fight.
So what would you tell those students to just squash the beef and just come together?
Well, one of the things is just really looking at the facts. A lot of times students, they're so upset and they really don't even know what they're upset over. They've just heard something or they think someone has said something. So when we do bring them together, we just put everything out in the open. What are you really mad of? Did you hear that person say that? Did you see that person do that? And a lot of times they have not. And it's really just misunderstandings and miscommunication.
So for all the listeners, take that in mind, please. So how are you currently promoting leadership at Heritage?
So one of the things that we do yearly, we have a student leadership conference, and right now Miss Overstreet, she is over that. She is getting ready to send out the email to all of the coaches and sponsors to nominate kids and their organizations to be a part of this leadership conference, and those are the leaders for the upcoming school year. So those are the kids that I'll go to kind of as advisory of things we should do at the school. If there are issues, they come to me. There's a whole day workshop that they go through in different classes that they partake in on leadership. So really pushing those kids that are just kind of on the bubble or already are leaders, increasing those skills or encouraging those skills or encouraging those students to be leaders in the school.
That's good. That's really cool. So what is the hardest decision that you had to make in your career?
So I think the hardest decision would have been leaving the classroom, because when I taught English, and I absolutely loved every single moment that I was a teacher, because you have a different interaction with kids as a teacher as you do as an administrator, and I was just fearful that I was not going to have that interaction anymore. But I made the leap and I became an assistant principal, and then of course I became a principal, but that interaction did not change. I still love kids. I talk to kids all the time. I'm out in the hallways. So even though it's a little bit different, you still have access and can make an impact with more students.
Yeah, so I would say my question is for the students that are really intimidated by you, because I know there are some out there, and I'm like really surprised.
Well, you were one of them. You were scared to come in here and talk to me.
Yes, I was like, I might mess up, I might do this, I might say something wrong, but after talking to you, you're very cool. I want to say that. Like, you're very easy to talk to. So, was it easier or harder for you to take on a position that was traditionally for men?
People have asked me that before, and I never really even thought about it, because I always felt that I could do anything that I wanted to. I have a little saying, and actually when I got this job in the bathroom there, I made a painting, and it said, she believed she could, so she did. And I just always believed that I could do anything, and if I put my mind to it, I'd get it done. So it never was intimidating for me to say, well, no, only men can do this or only men can do that, because I felt, and my parents always instilled, you can do anything you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because for me, all my principals have been males, and just seeing a female principal and just a female black principal, man, that is amazing, man. That really is. So, what's the legacy that you want to leave at Heritage?
I really want kids to know, just like I've believed I could do anything, that they can do anything, to really make an impact in the world. Just wherever you go, leave the world better than you found it. Leave the place that you've gone to better than you found it. So that's what I want to just instill in all of the kids, that whatever they do, put their minds to it, focus on it, but leave the world better than you found it.
Most definitely. So what would you tell the next principal after you? Just any type of facts you would tell them just to prepare them?
Take care of Heritage, because I love Heritage, and I love Heritage kids. I love Heritage faculty and staff. And it's almost like, it's just something I absolutely adore. So just to continue that legacy of excellence, instilling excellence in our kids, because they're really good students that go here, really good students, and that I firmly believe are going to go out and make an impact on the world, however big or however small. So just to continue with that and to push our kids to their absolute limits of excellence.
Most definitely. So how does your relationship with students affect your life outside of school?
Oh, it's so funny when I see kids out and they're like freezing when they see me. But outside of school, I'm the same inside as outside,
Like that bubbly.
Yes, I carry myself in the same way when I see kids, because people are always watching, people are always watching, and then there are kids that you don't even know they're watching, or people you don't even know they're watching, so you have to be consistent in your personality and who you are. But really outside of school, I try to go to things that kids participate in, so I go to a lot of the sporting events and the productions and everything that they have. But just knowing that I have kids all around and just still trying to make an impact, whether I'm within these four walls of the building or outside, I want to always have that impact on them.
Of course. So Another one of my questions is, since we had a play recently, Footloose, have you seen it?
Yes, it was excellent.
So I would say, what was your favorite moment in it? I know it's a lot, so.
Yeah, a lot of the moments. I mean, just the singing was phenomenal. The dancing was phenomenal. I love the ending scene when they're all coming together and they're dancing together. But I do have to give shouts out to the kids that did all of the props on the stage. Yes. They were amazing. The kids that were doing the lighting, the sound. All of it has to come together to make a phenomenal production. So you just can't have great acting without great lighting or without great sound or without the music playing. So I think just to see all of the children working together, so you have your actors that come out, but also to have the stagehands come out at the end, and they're just as important as everyone else in the play. I just loved everything about it.
Yeah. So I mean, it was pretty good in my opinion.
Yes.
So I asked a question about sports. How's our sports team? Because I know our basketball team is doing pretty good. We're finally getting into baseball and softball. So how are you feeling about that?
So all of the teams are doing really well. Our track is slated to have an outstanding season. Yes. Our swim, they won, I think, in the 4x100 relay, the boys. So they did outstanding. The wrestling has gone really far. Right. Our boys and girls are both playing tonight in Winder Barrow. So I'm going to see them play. Okay. Football struggled a little bit, but I know they're going to have a breakout season next year, and that's one of the focuses that I have, like really getting the kids in our stands. So we want to do a lot of things with like giveaways next year and T-shirts and just things, prizes for kids and different things during halftime of the games to just really build up and boost that school spirit. But again, outside of our fine arts, our athletes are very, very talented. Yes. We've had kids to sign already with colleges, and I'm just so proud of them that they're going to be able to play at the next level. But Heritage is just the place to be. It really is. Yes. If you come and you work hard, you have people here that are working hard for you, not just myself, but the teachers and down to the custodians and secretaries. They are here for kids, which is what I love.
Yes. So another question is, your fashion is absolutely amazing. I'll have to say, every day you put it on. So
okay.
Do you have any type of like fashion icons or just clothing designers, anything that you're interested in?
No, I shop everywhere, but I do. I love fashion. I love to look. That was a thing of my mom. My mom always looked nice. Every time that she went out, even now, she's just a jazzy little old lady. So cute. But no, I shop everywhere, and that's what I love too. We have a lot of entrepreneurs here, that design clothes and do things, and I absolutely love that because I love to see them, in stores one day, and to see, them pursue that. So no, but I love to see the kids how they dress. Now sometimes it's inappropriate, and I do have to yes,
take it down a notch.
Yes, but I love for kids to look good. I love for just people in general to look good and dress up. When you dress up and look good, you feel better about yourself also.
Yes, so the fashion show, will you be attending?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you should be a model for it. It looks so good. It looks so good. So the next question is, if you could tell the world one thing, what would it be?
I always say shine, so never stop shining. Do not let anyone ever dim your light. Always shine. Set your mind to something. Go after your heart's desires, and just never give up. Never, ever give up.
So for any staff or any students that have felt discouraged in any type of thing, what would you tell them?
That there are people here to support you. Heritage has a huge staff of people. So our counseling department, we have mental health specialists, we have secretaries, like I said, even the cafeteria workers. Some of our cafeteria ladies know kids and support kids on levels that we don't even know about. There are kids that will go and seek out one of the cafeteria ladies for help before they even seek out a counselor. Oh. Yes, they do. Wow. Because they know. But I love that because there's someone in Heritage that loves you, regardless of who it is. There's someone you can go to, someone you can depend on. So just, Mr. Miller says it all the time. There are over 200 adults in the building. Seek out an adult that can be your accountability partner, that can be your cheerleader. And every adult should be a cheerleader for a child.
Honestly. So just saying, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Richards.
Thank you for coming and speaking to me, and you can come speak to me anytime.
Yes, it has been a massive thanks for you, listener, for tuning in. This has been Bracey with the Nutty Patriot Student Letter, signing off.
Bye.